welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a little grocery haul for my family of 7, and we're definitely trying to stick to that budget. November, no eating out, no kind of takeaways, trying to make sure it's a little bit more stripped back so that we can afford everything that we need to do, obviously, in December. Now, this is a different intro than I previously had filmed. I did my food shopping haul, which you're going to see. That was done yesterday, the 11th of November, so on the Sunday. And at the very end, I was just going to give you a little bit of a kind of overlay or overview of the Christmas Deluxe range in store so that you could get ideas of what to put into Christmas hampers. But to be honest, I had everything on hand, the baskets, all the kind of things that I wanted to use. So instead, I just got cracking. I filmed it last night and this morning. So I'll have that video put together and put up within the next day or two instead. So it didn't make sense to show you that range and then almost repeat myself. So apologies, it's not the most seamless. I probably do reference a come shop with me during the actual food section, but it just made more sense, and I just thought it'd be really useful if you see the baskets made up. That way you could start maybe picking up 1 or 2 items every week, and it just means it's easier to stick to your budget and you can just be really planned and organised ahead. So sorry about the waffling, but I just kind of had to give you a bit of an update or reasoning why it is the way it is. But my meal plan for the week will be linked in the description box. You can check that out, and then the meals of the week will follow it up anyway. So anyway, let's get cracking and see what all I picked up. Okay, so this is actually filmed later on, so I had to get all the stuff back out as we were getting the kids to the cinema. We were watching The Grinch, so I would highly recommend it anyway if you want to see it over Christmas. So I'm going to talk you through just the meal plan as I go along. First up, the kids wanted their weekend cereals. They went for Frosted Flakes and Choco Hoops, and they were, I think, $1.19 and 95p. Then for the fruit and the veg here, and then some of the food which we've already eaten actually before we went out, I'll talk you through. So for fruit and vegetables, I just go for the super savers at the front of the store and just work around that for the week. The baked potatoes are 49p. These will be for lunches, so if Alistair comes home for lunch, just 2 jacket potatoes, nice and filled for him. I've got peppers. They were only 79p, so I could do so much with those, and probably they will be in a curry. With these Bramley apples, they were 59p. We made an apple pie, I think last week was it, for Halloween, so I fancied it again and thought because they were a good price we would do that. A set of 3 onions, always going to need those. They were 85p. They will probably be for a curry, or they'll be the basis of any tomato based dishes. Then Jude's in this coconut, and it just had to come home with us. It was 59p, and I'm not sure if I will just use the juice or the full coconut off it and make a nice creamy sauce for like a Thai curry or something. We'll do something with it. I have to get the thinking cap on for me for that. Then a mango, it was I think 79p, kind of typical price. And then a huge lemon here for just over like little dishes or pasta or for garnish or if I'm baking. Then these easy peelers were only 79p, so 2 bags of those. Per really likes those. They will be good for lunch boxes. And again, the pears, they were on offer, 79p. In the fridge at the minute, I've got some strawberries left over and also apples. Actually, I must say, so this is quite a small shop for me. There's lots more by the fridge, but this will do us for about 3 to 4 days. And I've got a £5 off voucher for Tesco's that I'm going to use. So I will be during the week for some other things. So grape-wise, £2 for their red grapes, 80p for their bananas. And then on to the more meal type stuff. So after X Factor, I'm going to get cracking with this. We have got fresh chicken thighs, and they're only £1.99. I'm going to make a nice chicken vegetable broth and probably put like pui lentils in it as well. But they're with the bone in, so that will give way more flavour, and I'll maybe keep the stock from it as well. So I'll do that tonight. And I have picked up bread, but I really need to just make a wheaten bread. Every time I've said it over the last month, I haven't done it, so I need to just do it because I do like making it. It's just getting around to it, isn't it? Then this diced beef steak, and I just got the 1 packet. That is £3.19. I think this week Alistair's going to be working all funny hours, and really it's just in November so that he can get off over Christmas and for carol services, all that usual kind of thing. So this will probably be a lot of separate teas and things that I'll talk you through. This diced beef steak I am going to do, it's kind of like a Marks and Spencer's meal. I was up at my mummy's and seen it, and basically They're £5 for like each individual one. It's like a Yorkshire pudding base, and then they did like this nice kind of like red wine and beef flavoured beef inside it with gravy. So I'm just going to recreate that for us, probably just us two. If it's with the children, I can make 6 large Yorkshire puddings and they can have that with us, and I'll pick up another one of those. This is in the oven and all, okay? So like I said, we're a bit late from the cinema. 2 beef fillet Wellingtons. So like I said, we're not going out to eat. Usually we would go out one day on the weekend, but just cutting back just in November. So I still don't want to cook. I want a wee day off. So beef fillet Wellingtons, these were £7.99. And I might be able to actually insert some footage and let you see what they look like once they're cooked. But these are very similar to the Marks and Spencer's ones, which I do love, but they're usually £15. Now, I do make beef Wellingtons. They're probably in one of my meals of the week that you can see. But for £7.99, that's pretty good going. And if you just don't fancy making a tea and you want just an easy or a wee indoor date night or something like that, then the creamy potato mash here and the carrot and parsnip mash, they were both under £1. So all in, that's £10 kind of for like a meal for two. I always feel super lazy when I have something like that, but it's going to be so handy. Very rarely do I do that. So I will let you see how that turns out. And then this Deluxe sparkling blood orange and cranberry juice, and I just thought that'd be really nice, because usually when I get the Marks and Spencer's meal for £10 or whatever offers they're doing, you usually get a choice of like Prosecco or some nice kind of juice. So I thought I would do that. And then this Italian style veg, just really a mixture, so handy if I need it just to put alongside meat, or a really easy dinner for the children. But I would say more than likely that would be for a pasta that I'm going to do for them, and if we're having a separate dinner, that is what the kids will have. Then, so they have had this and all before we went to the cinema, so really not the healthiest, but it'll let you see anyway, because we do have one day off a week always anyway. So they chose to have the little party time mini pizzas. They were £2.49, and I tasted one of them. They were okay. That kind of thing's not my cup of tea, but they were better than the Tesco ones for sure. And then this I was really surprised at. So it's takeaway garlic and cheese pizza bread, which was really nice. A bit like the Domino's one, and it's only £1, either £1.49 or £1.19, and it was pretty good. And then they also went for, again, this is their kind of party range. They wanted to go for the pigs in blankets, and just see, you can catch that there, sorry. Pigs and blankets, and basically little sausages wrapped with the bacon. They said it was okay, but I tried one. I really wasn't fussed on them. They are, I think it's £2.49 for those. And personally, I would just get nice little sausages from the butcher, wrap them in bacon. So if you're thinking for party time, for all the effort, I wasn't really impressed with that anyway. But that's not their deluxe range, it is just their basic range. But that is basically, I've got this in the oven now cooking, like I said. Alistair's upstairs getting the kids ready for bed, but honestly, he has come down with the man flu. So if I didn't get that on, he maybe wouldn't make it through the night, you know what they're like. So I will get cracking with that and try and insert some footage so you can see how we got on with that. Okay, so this is it done and out of the oven now. So the wee parcel looks really nice. I haven't tried it. That is the parsnip mash. Far too much of it, so you'd only need a little bit. I think I would do it with just like separate veg if I had it again. It's nothing to, it's nice, but it's just not really the way I would have it. And then the mash there, it's really tasty. I tried it, but you know what really makes this is the jus that it comes with. It's really delicious. So inside the beef was actually chicken liver and bacon pate, and then we've got the beef. So I'll let you know if there's clean plates after it. So that is us done. I am absolutely full. It is very filling. If you've seen the portion size I made, you could actually get away with doing it without potato and maybe just like tender stem broccoli or some asparagus, because I feel a wee bit too full. Absolutely delicious. It's just a good alternative to the Marks and Spencer's one. I didn't notice a crazy difference, to be honest. Just very similar. Really tasty, and I've made it before, like I said. The only difference is if I made mine, I can seal the meat up and you can have it a bit more pink inside, where this takes 45 minutes. But see, overall it was absolutely delicious, and for £10 I couldn't really make with veg and sides. It's much cheaper than £6, so definitely a good one if you're wanting something quick and convenient. So for the fridge, we have got some milk. I've already got 2 litres in the fridge, and obviously we will need to top up during the week. This slipped in the trolley, and it's the strawberry flavour milk. And notice there the sugar's not great in that. Normally I would go for the crusher, so somebody added that in, but it's not the end of the world. Then some of the bourbon whiskey ham, so that is for Alistair's lunches. And then again, this is a twin pack, that is $1.99. I think this is $2.29 for a double pack. And how many slices you're getting? Yeah, you're getting 12 slices, so that will be for the children's lunches. So it'll be tomorrow with sliced cheese as well. Then we've got some chorizo, that will be for, I could do like a chicken and chorizo bake or an omelette. I made a nice pumpkin and chorizo soup last week, so plenty I can do with that. Then on to cheese, just your standard kind of Irish medium white cheddar, $1.19 for the sliced variation, and then your block of cheese there as well. These cheeses I will use them with some of the pasta, which I'll explain for you, and then some of the festive cheese here. So we've got a selection of 4. These were on offer at the minute, they were £1.99. And what have we got in here? So nice good circular ones, and we have got smoky cheddar, spicy cheddar, white Stilton with sweet apricots, and LIDL with juicy cranberries, which would be my favourite in them. So I thought I'd give those a wee go and try those out. Yogurts, I've got plenty in the fridge as it is, but for packed lunches for tomorrow, they can have these squeezy strawberry yogurts, 4 of those, which will be used up. They are, I think, 79p, they're under £1 anyway. If I don't make any bread with the soup, we've got these little white rolls here, or for bacon buddies, they will be used up. Bread wise, I'm going to my own bakery tomorrow to get a few bits and pieces. Okay, and then on to the lasagnas here. I've got lasagna sheets, and they are 55p each, or 2 for £1.10. Then obviously I will use the majority of these, and I'm going to do a chicken lasagna this week. So instead of the minced lasagna, one of the kids have went a wee bit off it, so I'm probably going to make like a pesto, or I'll use basil and just really a scallop of chicken and then put it in. By the way, I have loads and loads of meat already in the freezer, so I didn't pick up any more chicken apart from those chicken legs I showed you. And then I've got some spaghetti, because we're low on spaghetti in the store cupboard. I will show you the alcohol after, but we have got then sugars. I completely needed new sugars in the store cupboard as well, and because it's getting into the season where there'll be baking and there'll be obviously gingerbread and things like that. But anyway, demerara sugar, and then light brown soft sugar as well. Sugars are quite expensive, but particularly the soft brown. So that is me stocked up there. These Muller rice then, they're not Muller, sorry, they're their own brands, and we picked up those. And how many do you get in those? 3 strawberry, 3 original. So you're getting, are you only getting 6? Oh, it's a double pack. So you're getting 12 of those, and I think they're only £2 or something, so they're really good value. And then these little slim sandwich slims, they'll be for the children tomorrow for their lunch probably. I've also got a couple of bits of bread in the store cupboard as well. Then these cheese twists, I love those with soup. I've got a couple of soups in the freezer, so we can have those for lunches and things. And then their version of Oreos, the Neos or Naos, whatever they are, they were only 49p. And then for passata, they're just 35p. I picked up 2 of those because they do have the nice passata in the jars that I like. In Tesco's, they're 65p at the minute. So when I'm in Tesco's during the week, I'm going to stock up probably on about 7 or 8 of them and put them in the cupboard. And then this must have slipped in. This is actually really nice. I've had it before, and it's the milk chocolate orange. It's a bit like orange arrow, so it's quite nice. These bin bags, I needed them. Everything else I had all my cleaning stuff in, so I didn't need. These are my favorite, like you would say your favorite, but these are my favorite bin bags. 20 50-litre bags, so they're £1.99. You can get them cheaper in the pound shops and things, but these are so good, really really strong, so I'd recommend those. Then in the party range, or the deluxe range should I say, these vol-au-vent cases, I absolutely love these because they are much smaller than a lot that you would get in the store. So they're really tiny. I don't know if they pick up for you, but I would probably have to do different little fillings or purees, so really really good for like little canapes at Christmas. I make them for the children quite often, but they're the slightly larger ones, not the big ones but the medium ones, so they're just nice and dainty for little bites at Christmas. So I thought I would try those ones out and make sure that they're good pastry. Alcohol, so much alcohol. I probably have a few clips I'll be able to show you with the come shop with me. A nice craft beer, or sorry, cider. That is really good for cooking, particularly I've got pork chops and things, so if I want to use that I will use the cider. If not, I'll just drink it. Now I was looking for their gin. If you've seen the advertisements on TV at the minute, they've got a couple in their range, and I think they retail $11.99. It's called Hortus Gin. But this is another gin that I've tried before. They have Irish Gin Wild Burrow, and it's $14.99 I think it was, or $15.99, but it's really, really nice, and I like the colour of it as well, and that's actually for a present. That's why I'm worried about the colour, but I've tried that one and it's really, really nice. But I'm going to keep my eyes peeled for the Hortus gin. Apparently when it comes out over here, it's selling out within the day, so if you see it in your store, it's a good one to pick up. I want to get this back into the freezer. This is the Deluxe Salted Caramel and Praline ice cream, and I just thought that would be really nice to pick up. So it was £1.99. They've quite a few different ones in the range at the minute. And then these, if you see was it my last haul? Well, there was a haul anyway, and I showed the Halloween pasta that they had. So these were 99p. This is their Christmas pasta, and again, it's just like little Christmas trees, stars, things like that. I'll pop it in the cupboard. I very much doubt I'll be making it for them this week. I've got normal pasta in there and things, but good we want to pick up and stick in the cupboard. Then this, I just thought this was so cheap, so I'm going to give it a go. I use tons and tons of whole grain mustard when I'm cooking and things, so this was only something like 40p, 39p. So I picked it up, going to give it a wee try, and it's 200 grams, so that's good value for it. So it's a French mustard, whole grain French mustard, or you can go for the plain mustard they have as well. Then these are to die for. Sometimes they're really hard to get the hold of in store. So it's the caramelized onion chutney. These are perfect for hampers around Christmas. I use them all year round. If I haven't made a caramelized onion chutney, these are perfect for 99p. They're hard to beat, to be honest. I wouldn't bother going to the deli for them, so give those a go if you see them. I would recommend those. Then this, I just picked up when I seen it. I thought it was really, really cute. It's all just sweeties and candy and jellies, £1.50. And I thought for one of the girls' stockings or something like that, just when I seen it. And then finally, just all the crisps. We had absolutely no crisps in the cupboard, and I wanted a few in to do us a couple of weeks. So in the kids range, the Loopy Loo, and they're the carrot sticks, just kind of like the organics. 4-pack, they're £1.19 for Baby Pearl. These, haven't tried these ones before. The hand cooked ham and English mustard, so I thought I would give those a try. They had loads of different flavours. They had like chili and salt and pepper, a couple of nice different ones, so I'll try those. I have tried these before, and these are absolutely lovely. The crinkle cut paprika flavour, so 2 big ones that me and Alistair can share on an evening over the next week or so. And then these little Froggles, they are for the boys, so they're the gluten-free ones, no artificial flavourings. And then Dylan really likes the Monster Munch or the Monster Claws now, and it's just all the variation. I can eat those as well too. But that is kind of everything that I picked up. And meal-wise, I will have it on my next meals of the week, and then any that you don't see here will filter through to the following meals of the week too.